Well, the grass is growing. I think I've seen some dandelions. In fact, I know I have. And this is going to sound weird, but I love dandelions, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. With all this growth going on, it must be May. And May is a good thing when it comes to business. Hi, I'm Pete Turok, president of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce, and this is the May edition of the Chamber Report. I know what you're thinking. What do you mean you love dandelions? Look, I don't love dandelions in my yard. In fact, there is a chamber member who can take care of those dandelions. He does it in my yard, and he can do that at yours. But it's what dandelion symbolizes, and it symbolizes that growth is happening. Spring is here, winter is officially over, and everybody just starts to click back into focus. So you've got all those projects outside that you're doing. You start to spend money, and that's why Chambers of Commerce love dandelions, and we love May, because everything kind of kicks in business really after a kind of a quiet January, February, March, maybe into April. May gets things rocking. Now, if you were doing some of those projects, whether you need supplies or maybe you're not the handyman type, you want to get some jobs done, you can go to the Chamber website, AnokaAreaChamber.com. We have a full list of members that can help you out with all those projects. Just think about how that significant other of yours will be so happy to get rid of those dandelions, get the house painted, start that project that you need. We've got the places that can supply the supplies and also supply the people that can make that happen. And that's what Chamber's all about. Hey, we have doctors in the house today on the Anoka Area Chamber Show. We've gone on site. Noah Johnson, the producer of this show, we finally got him out of the studios. He went out to Ramsey to Coburn's. We're going to talk about something that we've talked about here on the show for the last couple of months. We have our member profile segment. It's the part you like the best. It's a chance for you to meet some of our Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce member rock stars. And all of that is coming up right after this, so stay tuned.
It's all right, buddy. I'll be right back.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Me? I'm a good boy. Yeah.
Back on the Chamber Report, time now to take a peek back at the last month here at the Chamber. Always networking events going on. In fact, in the month of April, we had our AM Connections networking function that I always talk about here. It's one of the best things that we have from a benefit of membership in the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce. It is a network group that meets the first and third Wednesday of every month at the Chamber office. They did in April, they will in May, and they will for all the rest of the months out of the year. 7:45 to 9 o'clock in the morning, Chamber office. That place is absolutely rocking. If you as a member have never been to one, I'm telling you, you need to show up. There is no cost. It's free as part of your membership. 15 minutes of casual. They go into the room, 25 to 30 people in that room. Then it gets a little bit more formal. They go around the room. Everybody gets a 1-minute commercial, an opportunity to tell people who, what, when, where, and why about your business. Then they do a couple of expanded presentations. Businesses that attend sign up for those. They get a 5-minute clip. Then they do a lead exchange, business card exchange. Everybody's out the door by 9 o'clock. The thing is phenomenal, and I hope that you will consider coming to one of those. And you know what? If you're a not yet member of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce, Give me a call, we'll get you in the door, let you try one of those on for size. I bet you'll join after one of those. So we had those in May. We also had a membership luncheon. We combined with a couple of other chambers and had an exporting event out in Fridley. What's an exporting event? A chance for the Minnesota Trade Office to come out and talk about exporting. We have a lot of manufacturers in our region, and they got a chance to hear what were some of the new things, some of the new regulations that they had to deal with. So that event was held out there. Thank you to Todd Cruz and the group from the Twin Cities North Chamber for hosting that event. In my hand, do you remember these? These are maps. For you youngsters, you've never heard of them. For us oldsters, we still have these in our vehicle. This is actually hot off the press, the brand new 2015 Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce map. This map, you know, when we talked about this, I asked the question, does anybody use them anymore? With everybody's iPhones and, you know, doing Google Maps and all that stuff, the reality is we blow through about 3,000 of these every year from people that want them. So when you're seeing this, if you'd like to have one of these, it's free. You can call the chamber office. We'll ship one out to you. You can stop by the chamber office, pick one up. You can go to a local city hall and pick it up. This map is fresh. This has all the new roads. It has a street index guide for you. It covers the cities of Andover, Anoka, Champlin, Coon Rapids, Dayton, Ramsey, now then, Oak Grove, and St. Francis. I think I got everybody. All of those are on this map. Throw it in the truck, throw it in the car. A lot of people do. We are still producing them because people want them. And if you want one, again, connect with us, go to a city hall, and we'll make sure that you get one. I keep talking about the Anoka Riverfest and Craft Fair. It's a festival that the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce covers. So we handle it, we run it. That event is coming up on Saturday, July 11th. Historic downtown Anoka, 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Last year, almost 20,000 people attended this. It is one of the largest outdoor art and craft fairs in the Twin Cities. These people have to do it themselves. This is not art that's done in China or somewhere else. The artists have to prove to us that they do it. We have crafters and artisans coming all the way from Colorado. We've got North Dakota, South Dakota. It's a 5-state region plus. They come in. We've got some phenomenal items, great food court, couple of live music stages. It's a great event. Want you to put it on the calendar. If you'd like to learn more about it, you can go to anokariverfest.org. If you're a local crafter that's seeing this and want to be a part of it, we do have a process, an application for you to go through. We will judge you. Oh, yes, we will. We do have a jury that looks these things over. We limit some of our categories. I'll give you the example is jewelry. We get a lot of jewelry. This whole show could be 3/4 jewelry. We have over 150 vendors. We don't allow that many. We keep everything tight so we have a good mixture of everything that's going on. And if you are one of those, hook up with us. We'll get you that application, fill it out, shoot some pictures of your stuff, shoot some pictures of you doing that stuff, get it to us, and maybe you can be a part of the Anoka Riverfest and Craft Fair. More importantly, just show up, just like everybody else does. We get people from all over the metro to come. And that's the reason why we do the Anoka Riverfest and Craft Fair. Oh, sure, it's a great day for the merchants in our region as cars are coming in and out. Somebody's got to get gas, go buy a burger, do whatever they've got to do. It's about the 364 days after July 11th where people have found out, hey, Anoka, Coon Rapids, Champlin, you're not next to Brainerd, you're not next to Duluth, so they're not freaking out. They finally know where you are, and more importantly, we hope that they'll come back. So that's one of the reasons why we do it. Put it on the calendar, Saturday, July 11th, historic downtown Anoka. It's the Anoka Riverfest and Craft Fair. You know, we've been talking about Achieve Clean. Tom Weaver, who is chair of the board of directors, has a real job, and that real job is as the executive director of Achieve Services. And they have come up with a product that is called Achieve Clean. And we've talked about this. It's a laundry detergent that they have designed, produced, and are getting out there. And the producer of this show, Noah Johnson, recently went to Coburn's grocery store in Ramsey. We love Vicki and the crew out of Coburn's. They are huge chamber supporters. They are also huge chamber and Achieve Service supporters. And we've got a clip from an event that Noah went to out there to find out more about Achieve Clean. Let's take a look.
We're a nonprofit program that serves people with developmental disabilities in and around Anoka County. We've been a nonprofit for the past 10 years, and right now we serve about 200 individuals. We do job placements in the community, we do on-site job training, we do in-house job training, and we also do therapy. We have a music program, we do other services as well to serve this really diverse and exciting population.
One of the businesses that teams up with Achieve is Coburn's in Ramsey. Vicki Redberg, who is the store manager, has some of the details.
We got involved with it almost 2 years ago. One of our Achieve employees, his name is Miles Letourneau, and his family shops our store. And Miles and his dad come in almost every day. And Miles was kind of like a local celebrity. He knew who we all were, we all knew who he was. And John had approached me and asked if I would be interested in partnering with Achieve to help others find employment in the community. So I said sure, and I got on board and we kind of got it all figured out, and we employed Miles and 3 other individuals at that time, and some have come and gone through the last year and a half, 2 years. So we just keep going with it.
So basically an employer looks to hire somebody just like you would any hiring process, but we actually handle all of the hiring process. So we'll pick the individuals who would be most suited for that job, train them in ourselves, and we get them a job coach to supervise them on the job. So the employer really has to find the open positions, and we can do all the work to make sure we have the people that are right for that position.
In addition to the job placement, Achieve also manufactures a laundry detergent called Achieve Clean.
Achieve Clean has been in the works for about 1.5 years, but we're just hitting shelves now. But basically what it is an all-natural laundry detergent product that serves, or that's provided, made by and provided for people with disabilities. So 100% of the proceeds go back into programs that do job training and job services for people with developmental disabilities. And the reaction's been great from customers. Our initial surveys, we've heard nothing but good things about the cleaning ability of the product. So we want everybody to try it and tell us what they think. But so far we've heard really good things.
Everything that Achieve Services has done has not only impacted the individuals in the program, but also those who are around them on a regular basis.
The kids that come from Achieve, they're enthusiastic, they're charismatic, they just kind of bring the whole tone of the store up. They brighten everybody's day, they're always in a good mood, they're always happy to be here, and it kind of brings that out in the rest of the staff that's here. So, and the staff loves working with them.
We want to thank Vicki and the crew at Coburn's Superstore in Ramsey. What a great group they are there. Thank you. As I mentioned, they're wonderful chamber supporters, but they're also great community supporters, and they are big-time supporters of Achieve Services. And now you know where you can go get Achieve Clean Laundry Detergent. Coburn's, there are other locations as well. You can go to the Achieve Services website to find those things out. But Coburn's is one of the top spots to get it. And hey, they have a post office there now, the first one in the city of Ramsey. So go see Vicki and the crew at Coburn's in Ramsey. And again, thank you to them, and thank you to Noah for heading out there and doing that clip on Achieve Clean Laundry. Time now for our benefit of the month. This month, it's the brochure rack. This is not some medieval torture device. It's a brochure rack. And we have one in the chamber office. And let me tell you something, people come in all the time, whether it's people thinking of moving to the area or people who do live in the area or business people. The place is hopping all the time, and everybody goes to that brochure rack, especially these new people who are moving or thinking of moving to the area. We give them a bag. It's like going to the state fair and grabbing the WCCO TV bag, and people grab one of everything and throw it in there. That's what happens at the chamber office. Yes, we have the chamber magazine. Yes, we have the chamber map there. We have bus schedules, those things that you would expect to see. And then the whole rest of the rack is filled with flyers and brochures from our chamber members. So if you are a chamber member and you have something, whether it's a generic piece that you have or maybe it's an event you have coming up, make sure you think about the Anoka Area Chamber Office and drop off, I don't know, 25, 50 flyers. Tammy Flygar, my administrative assistant, will find a spot in there. I know it looks like there is no spots. There are spots. But there's a ton of information in there, and it's another opportunity for a member to get their name out in front of all of the people that stop by the chamber office. So this month's benefit is the brochure rack. Your job is to get us the information, flyers, brochures. We'll make sure that we get them on the rack. Tom Weaver, chair of the board, normally is here for his chairperson segment. We're not going to be able to do that this month as Tom is taking a well-deserved vacation. So he will be back next month, and we'll talk about what has been going on with the Chamber Board of Directors. But when we come back, it is your favorite segment, and we have a full house. It's member profiles. Your chance to find out who some of the over 600 members of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce are, and we'll get into it right after this.
Hey, I'm just leaving now. Can you text me the details? Thanks.
on Sunfish Lake in Ramsey, and you're watching QCTV. Back on the Shane Report, time now for member profiles. Your chance to find out who some of those over 600 members of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce are. And we have a wily veteran in our midst. We have a doctor in the house. It's Dr. Kristen Schrader. She is with Fifth Avenue Dental, over 20 years at Fifth Avenue Dental. Doc, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, so we were talking off camera, and my daughter is now 28. Braces, probably 15 years ago, we went through that like a lot of those teenagers do. You have something going on there called fast braces. What are they?
Well, fast braces is a new type of, or it's actually not very new, but it's a type of orthodontic system where we utilize modern technology and current physics to move teeth into the proper ideal position. It's been around for actually over 20 years, but and it's university tested, and it's just kind of hitting the Midwest, and we're excited to offer that to our patients.
All right, first off, and I should mention Fifth Avenue Dental, Fifth Avenue in Anoka.
Correct.
And I know what you're thinking. You want to know how much, but just be patient, because I've got a question first, and that is all right, fast braces, I'm aware of the old ones, right? Put in, she went in, they cleaned, they tightened, they did all that. How are fast braces different than the traditional ones that we all think about?
Well, with traditional braces, the brackets are either square or rectangular in shape, and the treatment is typically done in stages, which usually takes about 2 years. With fast braces, the brackets are engineered to be triangular in shape, and the wire is very flexible. So the movement on the teeth is very passive, but it allows three-dimensional movement on the teeth so that you get the desired effect in a shorter amount of time.
All right, let's talk about time. How long is the average treatment for fast braces?
Well, for most people, treatment can be done in about half the time that it would take for conventional or traditional braces. So usually we can finish treatment in under a year or about a year.
Wow.
Yeah, and for some people, like if a lot of adults come in and they maybe had braces as a teen and are looking to get things put back where maybe things have shifted, it's a great opportunity for them to come in, and a lot of times those type of treatments can just be a few months.
Let me tell you, Kristen, I got a feeling my daughter's going to be going there, because, you know, we spent all this money, and then she's supposed to wear this, what, post-retainer thing?
Yes.
Okay. See, it's that wearing the post-retainer thing that kind of didn't happen. And, Doc, tell them what happens when that doesn't happen. Things have a tendency to go back the way they were.
They sure do, yes.
And so there's money involved in that, but that's an issue between my daughter and I. All right, we're finally going to get to the question. All right, so fast braces, shorter time, new scenarios going on. What's the cost?
Well, because it does take about half the time that traditional braces cost, that traditional braces take, the cost is roughly about half of what it would cost for traditional braces. So,
did you hear that? Did you hear that it is half the price of what a traditional set of braces would be? I got to believe, Doc, there was a lot of people interested in hearing more about fast braces.
Very much so. And it does depend, the cost of treatment depends on the length of time and the severity of the case. So a more extensive case might be
Sure.
a little bit more, take a little longer and be a little more expensive, and same thing with a easier case would be quicker and cheaper.
Well, and I would imagine with traditional braces too, the worse it is, the longer it's going to be, the more cost it's going to be there as well.
Absolutely.
So, you know, having that cost break like that is a pretty big thing. Kristen, tell us about the benefit of a general dentist providing fast braces.
Well, I've been in the Anoka area for over 20 years now, and my patients tell me all the time that they don't want to go elsewhere. They want to have treatment done right in our office. They know our staff, they trust us, and now we're able to provide that type of treatment, orthodontic treatment, right in our office where they're most comfortable, and it's a wonderful thing to offer to our patients.
I'll tell you what, I know what you're thinking. You got a kid, you know you got to take him in. Now you're thinking about, okay, fast braces, and you're thinking, I can save some money, but I want to learn more. Doc, how do they get more information?
There's a website called fastbraces.com. It has some awesome animations and all the scientific evidence behind it, studies that have shown that this is effective treatment. Also, fifthavenuedental.com. That's a great way to, another great resource, or give us a call. We do offer free consultations for our existing patients as well as for a new patient to come in and see if fast braces might be a good fit. We would give you an estimate of time and the cost involved.
And Fifth Avenue Dental, just a couple of blocks off East Main Street on Fifth Avenue, real close to Fredmore Middle School, Goodrich Field, and Main Street. They've been a mainstay in the community forever. And Kristen, I just want to thank you and Pete and the rest of the crew there. Your support of the Chamber's been phenomenal. Your support of community has been phenomenal. You let us take some of your employees who help us out on events. Liz McFarland is one that I want to mention. You know, she steps up to the plate with us. She's one of the hardest working volunteers that I've ever seen on the planet. But you got to have some people willing to say, yes, community's important and we want our people involved. You guys have taken that step and it makes all the difference in the world and we appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, fast braces, think about it. Look into it. If you've got questions, you can go to Fifth Avenue's website. You can also go through the Chamber website to find it as well. Doc, I got a feeling you're going to get some phone calls. People are interested in this and the future. This stuff's changing, isn't it? It's changing fast.
Absolutely, yes.
She is Dr. Kristen Schrader, over 20 years at Fifth Avenue Dental. They've been around a lot longer than that as well. It is a place that you should check out for not only fast braces, but every dental need that you have. Fifth Avenue Dental can take care of you.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Next up on member profiles, I'll bet you didn't know this. I'll bet you didn't know that May is Healthy Vision Month. You're going to find out now. We have Dr. Bridget Axelson. She is with North Suburban Eyes Specialists in Blaine and Coon Rapids. Doc, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, May is Healthy Vision Month. Tell us more.
When it comes to our health, we often remember to go see our doctor to check our bodies, but we sometimes forget about our eyes. They're not always on top of our mind, but they should be. During Healthy Vision Month, I want to remind people to schedule a complete eye exam and to think about their eyes.
All right, I've had that done. Why do they dilate your eyes during an exam? I always wondered, and then you get these funky paper glass things that you walk out with, and that's part of the reason with the dilation, correct or not?
Correct,
All right,
yes.
so why dilate?
Well, we don't do it just to torture our patients. It's really the best way to see inside the eye. It's really difficult for the eye doctor to see the blood vessels, the major nerves in the back of the eye without dilating. A dilated comprehensive eye exam is the only way to detect eye diseases early. And many eye diseases don't show symptoms till they're much more advanced, so we want to catch them early. Conditions like diabetes and MS can show up in the eyes first. So a few drops can really save your vision.
In the biggest way. All right, as an adult, or if I have children, how often should someone get an eye exam?
Yeah, so according to the American Optometric Association, adults should have an eye exam every 2 years. Although after age 60, adults should have yearly eye exams because the incidence of glaucoma, macular degeneration, and cataracts increases as we get older. Now, children should have a complete eye exam around age 3. And again, at age 5 or 6, so around kindergarten age to make sure they're ready for school, and then every 2 years after that. Children who have vision problems are followed more closely, of course.
Now, I remember my daughter in school, she got an eye exam done there. Isn't that enough, or should she go through that comprehensive eye exam?
Well, when it comes to a child's vision, 20/20 doesn't tell the whole picture. So a child can have 20/20 vision and still have problems seeing with focusing, having the eyes work together, focusing at reading, converging the eyes. These conditions don't always show up well with screenings. Children who struggle, especially with concentration and focusing when reading in school, it's very critical that they have an eye exam. I love seeing children in my office. I have lots of toys and gizmos for them to play with and look at during an exam. We use drops, but I use lots of tricks so that they hardly know they're coming. And we show videos while we're looking at their eyes, which really help with distraction.
Nice. All right, it's May. The sun is as bright as it probably was last August or September. Sunglass weather, is that a good thing, bad thing to wear them?
Sunglasses are very important. So they block the harmful UV rays of the sun. Adults and children should wear sunglasses when they're outdoors. The sunglasses should block UVA and UVB, and they should be worn during winter and summer months. UV exposure is associated with the risk of cataracts and macular degeneration, and some growths in the front of the eye. So they are very important. And inexpensive, expensive sunglasses, as long as they're blocking the UV rays, are great to wear.
All right. We know about the eye exams, North Suburban Eye Specialists. What other things do you offer there?
Well, we offer advanced laser-assisted cataract surgery. We're a regional leader in LASIK. And I myself, I fit contact lenses, including specialty contact lenses. I treat eye infections and a variety of eye diseases and injuries. We also have great opticals in both of our locations to cover all of your eyewear needs.
Let's talk about the two locations. Before we went on camera, I was talking to you about the new location in Coon Rapids, which isn't all that far from where the old location was. It's just across Coon Rapids Boulevard, but what a beautiful new facility you have there. Tell them about that location and also Blaine.
So we have our main office, which is in Coon Rapids on Realm Lake Boulevard and Coon Rapids Boulevard, state-of-the-art facility. And then we have our Blaine office, which is on Highway 65 and 117th. In that building, we use the surgery center upstairs for our cataract surgeries. We have a LASIK suite in the basement downstairs where we do our laser surgery. And our offices are on the first floor.
All right, if somebody has questions about maybe a child they think they need to get in, or if they've got some questions about anything going on, LASIK or whatever, how is the best way for them to get in touch with the people at North Suburban Eye Specialists?
We have a lot of great resources on our website, so if you're curious about LASIK surgery or cataract surgery, you can find a lot of information on our website, nsispecialist.com. You can also call and schedule an appointment or ask any questions at 763-421-7420.
She is Dr. Bridget Axelson. She is with North Suburban Eye Specialists. Just do it. Just go in and get them checked, and you'll feel better about yourself. And if there are some issues, earlier detection is best.
Correct.
Dr. Axelson can take care of you, as can the rest of the crew at North Suburban Eye Specialists. No, that is not Rocky music you're hearing in the background. It is not, although well, maybe you might hear it sometime. There is a brand new business that is coming into this area, and it's called Title Boxing Club. And with us is Lana Anderson and Mark Royce. This is a new facility that's coming in Coon Rapids. Lana, Mark, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
They haven't punched me yet, and I don't know if they're going to punch me yet. You're going to see some clips about them working out. Title Boxing Club. Mark, let's start with you. What makes the club unique and different from a regular gym?
Well, it's a boxing fitness club, so it's a group fitness atmosphere. We have a trainer that works with every one of the group classes. You train like a boxer, you get in shape like a boxer, but you don't get punched. So it's offensive training, and if you've seen professional boxers, the kind of shape they're in, that's what our goal is to get people in great shape.
You know exactly. When Lana first came to the chamber and we had a chance to chat about the business, Mark, they are the most fit people in the world, and especially, you know, we've all seen it, whether it be in the movies, whether it be in real life, from Muhammad Ali all the way up to Merriweather and everything else that's going on. Those workouts are intense, they are extremely fit, and you are taking those aspects and putting that into people like me who are walking in looking to try to get in shape and help make that happen.
Absolutely.
All right, so the big question, Lana, is now I know my wife would want to do it with me. Am I going to get hit in the face? Mark said no. Is that true?
Unless you accidentally hit yourself in the
Okay.
face. So, no, I would not do this if I was getting hit in the face.
Right. This is not boxing. And this is just the fitness aspect of it. It's not boxing. You're not sparring with somebody. You're in the sense where you're taking hits to the face like a boxer would in a bout. You're just using the aspects of getting fit.
Exactly.
So no face. The face, this pretty thing here, can stay, and that's very important. Mark, can anyone come to the club?
Yeah, our motto is 8 to 88, really. Anybody in between there, and no matter what shape you're in, you can come. Whether you're never been in fitness or if you're a top performing athlete, we have something for everyone. It's a fun, exciting workout.
So you can start low, going to take it easy on some of these old guys as we get in better shape, then we can step up the program and get into bigger and better options that can help us take us to that next level?
Absolutely. The workout is so unique that as you get better with the techniques, you push yourself harder, so the workouts become actually a little harder for yourselves, so you don't plateau on it.
All right, so Lana, the question is I'm thinking about doing it. Do I have to start running 5 miles a day, drinking raw eggs, beating sides of beef before I show up? I mean, do I need to be in shape before I come, or are you going to take this thing and just start from the bottom?
You start right where you're at, exactly where you're at, and we'll help you move to different levels. And we offer personal training as well to hone in your techniques of each of the jabs, the crosses, the uppercuts, so that you hone your skills.
All right, Mark. I'm ready. Ready to become Rocky without the punching. I'm ready for something to get started. And isn't that really it? It's somebody taking that first step to say, you know what? I am not in the shape that I was 20 years ago. I'm not in the shape I was 5 years ago. I need to make that step. How does somebody get started?
Basically, just when we open up, you come in and you take what's called a first shot free. Everybody gets a first class for free. That'll give you a good feel and a good gauge on whether this is right for you and you really want to do it. Most people know right off. They're like, wow, that was an incredible workout. I got to get involved. And it's the fastest growing fitness club in the country right now. Over 150 of them are open, and more every day are opening. So.
All right, we talk about the Coon Rapids location. Lana, tell us about it.
Yep. We're located at 12475 Riverdale Crossing near Main Street and Riverdale, behind Potbellies, next to Five Guys. And you can just stop in there. We have morning, noon, and night classes. And yeah, you can check us out on Facebook, Title Boxing Club, Coon Rapids. And like our Facebook page, and you can keep updates on everything that's going on there.
Excellent. Mark?
And we have classes 7 days a week.
Oh,
so a lot of the clubs are only open 5 or 6 days. We have classes all 7 days, and with your membership, it's unlimited classes.
You know, and we're going to get out there, we're going to cut the ribbon. That's always one of the fun parts of my job is when we see people have this dream of the first thought of, hey, I'm thinking maybe we'll do that. And then you get to the point where we're cutting a ribbon, which means the walls are painted, the stuff's up, Mark's hired, we got a general manager, let's rock, let's roll, and let's go. And that is where you're at with Title Boxing Club in Coon Rapids. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Mark, look forward to that ribbon cutting. I should get out there. You've seen during this clip, Lana and Mark go, no one's getting hit in the face. This is not boxing. This is the training aspect. And it is going to work for you. Heck, it works for all of those people. And as Mark said, it's one of the fastest growing scenarios going out there for fitness. You can be a part of it. Title Boxing Club in Coon Rapids, congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
They're in shape. We could be there too. You can go to the Chamber website. You can also find a link to their website. All of that coming up at Title Boxing Club. I want to get this address down, 12475 Riverdale Boulevard, Coon Rapids, just off East Main Street. I hope that you will check them out. If you have questions, give a call to Mark, give a call to Lana, and they will be able to help you out. Congratulations on the store. Good luck to you in the future, and we'll have you back and see how things are going.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm James Stewart, Sheriff of Anoka County, and I'd like to invite you to watch The Sheriff Show on QCTV. On the show, we feature various divisions within our office, including patrol, canine, SWAT, community events, the dive teams, and much more. So tune into The Sheriff Show on your local channel 15 and 16 and keep up to date on what's happening at the Anoka County Sheriff's Office.
We have royalty in the house. Here on the Chamber Report, we have the 2014 Service Business of the Year winner, and that is Anoka Hennepin Credit Union. They have been such a major player at the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce, well deserving of that award, and we have a couple of their major players here with us. We have Carrie Cowden and Wyatt Stadler here from Anoka Hennepin Credit Union. Carrie, you and I got a chance to chat a couple of days ago at that new Anoka office. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce Service Business of the Year winner, what does that honor mean to the credit union?
Well, after serving our community for 50 years, it's an honor to be recognized by our peers, to be recognized for the business leader of the community.
And I'll tell you what, the reality is that things got kind of rough economy-wise, but Anoka Hennepin Credit Union stayed in play, and honestly, from our standpoint, you stayed in play with people serving on our board of directors. In fact, we have Heather Hernandez, who is serving now. We have people that are on the committees. The credit union has been a player. It was one of the easiest votes I've ever seen because the award, as the nominations and people voting came in, Anoka Hennepin Credit Union was a clear winner, and congratulations on that.
Thank you, Pete.
Now that was 2014, not that we have to move forward, but Carrie, we need to move forward, so now it's 2015. What might the viewers out there be looking to find out what's new and what's happening at Anoka Hennepin Credit Union?
Well, we are happy to announce that our Anoka branch, located at 601 East Main Street, has been remodeled, and they have opened new hours from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturday hours 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So now all 6 of our branches have the exact same hours, and we are ready to lend, so come see us for all your borrowing needs.
So you're saying you got a little money that if somebody wanted to come in and say, hey, I'm looking maybe for a new car, maybe I'd like to put an addition on the house, or maybe any of my monetary needs, Anoka Hennepin Credit Union is ready to roll.
We got you covered.
And I heard that you painted the inside of that thing. I was out there and had a chance to meet with Carrie and some of the people in Anoka Hennepin Credit Union. You dolled the place up very nicely. That Anoka office, again, located on East Main Street. Yep. It's been there, but it was kind of in a part-time mode. It is now full-blown, full-time ready to go. We're going to talk about some of the things that can happen there. You open at 7 a.m., open till 6 p.m., so if somebody's going to work, somebody after work,
we got you covered.
You have made it very accessible for people to be able to utilize that for all of their full-service financial needs.
Yes.
All right, Wyatt, you're here. Let's talk about oldsters. Me, been around a long time, kind of used to that old way of doing things, kind of done it always that way. Talk to us about Anoka Hennepin Credit Union, how you handle some of us as we're dealing with the new things that are out there in the world, and what do you have to offer and that will appeal to the younger people that are out there?
So we offer anything that any of the other big brand banks would offer as far as, you know, mobile banking. You can download our app just from your Play Store, Google, Android, and then the Apple iPhone too. We have a mobile app that lets you apply for a loan right there on the dealership lot, and it will tell you right then and there if you're approved or not.
So if I'm out on, let me get this straight, because this is the old timer part. So if I'm out on the lot, a car lot, and I'm looking at a used vehicle, new car, whatever, and I got to find out if Pete can afford it, you have an app that's going to help me figure that out.
Well, it's going to help you figure out if you can get a loan, and we have another app that you can just scan the VIN of any car, and it'll tell you what the car is worth.
We were talking about this. It's called
Ask Auto.
It's called Ask Auto, and tell them again what that does.
You just scan the VIN right through the windshield on any car, truck, and it will tell you what the vehicle is worth and what you should pay for it.
Unbelievable what's going on. You know, Carrie, this is, we were just talking about this. This is all going really fast for everybody, but it is the new digital world, and it is what's going on. Tell me about ClickSwitch.
ClickSwitch is, it's not an app actually, it's an internet site that we use that we can switch all of your ACH deposits. So ACH is like, you know, if you had
a check that you're going to get automatically deposited?
Yep, a direct
Your
deposit.
Comcast bills.
Comcast bills.
So you can pay all your bills. You can all do this
Yep,
from your phone through an Anoka Hennepin Credit Union.
No, it's we set it up for you when you're opening a new account.
Okay.
So if you had all these things that you wanted all your bills to get paid from your new account instead of your old account, we set them all up for you, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, so you're taking everything. You're going to make it easy for somebody.
We're going to do the lead work for you.
Yep.
Isn't that what you want to hear? Absolutely. What else you got going on there? Spirit checking and more?
We have a Spirit checking account, which is it's a great checking account for kids who are over the age or 13 and over, so they can start learning how to use a debit card and kind of adjust to the world of banking. So.
Well, and they'll be the ones showing me how to work the app, at 13, because they'll figure that out right away. What else is going on?
The biggest thing about a credit union compared to a bank is when you come in, we make it so you don't feel like an account number. We try to learn your name, so we get to know who you are and what you're doing, so we can greet you when you walk in the door and by your name.
What about the local impact?
The local impact, more so than any financial institution in the area, I feel AHCU invests in giving back to the local community. So that's the biggest.
Well, and I'll tell you what, the proof's in the pudding with them being the Service Business of the Year. Number one, service, and number two, part of the way you get that award is by giving back to community, and Anoka Hennepin Credit Union's been doing it a long time, but in 2014 they were recognized by us with that. All right, Carrie, so we've got people interested. We've got youngsters out there going, I like the app thing. We have old people going, I like the app thing. I'll learn more about it, because Wyatt said they were going to help me learn about it. Now, people think, well, is it a private organization? Do I have to be a part of Anoka Hennepin School District to be a member of Anoka Hennepin Credit Union? How and what are the answers to that?
You actually do not only have to be a member of the school district. Back in 1964, we actually were started by staff of the school district. And since then, we've expanded our charter. We now serve all of Anoka County, northern parts of Hennepin County, and the Forest Lake area. So if you live or work in those areas, you are able to become a member of the credit union.
So I live in Champlin, and just because of the fact I live in Champlin, I can be a member of Anoka Hennepin Credit Union.
Yes, you can.
If my brother, who lives in Minnetonka yet works in Anoka, wants to be a member of Anoka Hennepin Credit Union, he can.
Yes, he can, but also only because he's your brother as well.
So he doesn't have to work in Anoka. Nope. He can live in Minnetonka, and because he's related to me, he can be.
Yep.
Wow. So trust me, if you want to be a member of Anoka Hennepin Credit Union, the reality is there's lots of ways for that to happen.
Yes.
That's what we like to hear. All right, you mentioned earlier about the Anoka branch. We were out there. Things are kind of jazzed up. Hey, you got a big reopening coming. Talk about it.
We do. We are having a member appreciation and an open house on Saturday, May 16th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So we're inviting everyone to come on down, whether you're a member or not. We're going to have prizes. We're going to offer food. We have all kinds of events for kids. So we're inviting everyone to come down and join us and help us celebrate this grand opening. And we're also doing the ribbon cutting that day.
We are. We're going to cut that ribbon. We're running short on time. Any last thoughts you want to share with viewers?
No, just follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and by following us on Facebook and Twitter, you can follow us on all of our community events, and otherwise you can stop into one of our 6 locations, or you can give us a call, or you can visit on our website at www.ahcu.coop.
They've got the locations, they've got everything you need, and they are up to date. They are ready for youngsters and oldsters alike. They are Anoka Hennepin Credit Union. They are the 2014 Service Business of the Year Award winner at the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce. Carrie Cowden, Wyatt Stadler, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Pop out to the ribbon cutting, get some free food from them. More importantly, check out that new Anoka office and the spiff-up job that they've done there. These people, along with the credit union, are absolute chamber rock stars, and you should check them out. Anoka Hennepin Credit Union.
QCTV is an award-winning community media center.
We inform citizens about the actions of their city governments.
We connect residents to the events and activities happening in their own backyard.
We engage others to provide local programming to our Channel 15.
We innovate offering live event coverage via our website and on-demand streaming of regular programs.
We collaborate with local organizations for important community conversations.
Most importantly, QCTV tells the stories that matter to the people who live, work, and play in the communities of Andover, Anoka, Champlin, and Ramsey.
If you're a history buff with an interest in local history, then check out It's Your History on QCTV Channel 15 and on the web at qctv.org. It's Your History is produced in conjunction with the Anoka County Historical Society. We interview experts on local history as well as people who were there when it happened to bring you the most up-to-date facts on historical sites and events. So join us for It's Your History right here on QCTV Channel 15 and on the web at qctv.org.
Back and ready to go for our final segment here on member profiles, and with us is Shonda Knuth. She is with Walker Methodist Plaza, you know, right down by the chamber office. If you've been down to the chamber office, you know where Walker is because it is just kitty corner right off of First Avenue. Shonda, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
All right, so that is Walker Methodist. Tell them real quick a little bit about what that facility is.
We are a senior community that does independent, all the way up to independent with services. We have assisted living, and the neat thing that I like about our community is that you can take and move into an apartment completely, you know, independent, like you or I, and then as you may need services down the line, you can have those services brought to your apartment. You're not going to be segregated and say, okay, now you need assisted living, so now you're going to move over here.
Right.
You can be that assisted living person living in that same apartment that you originally moved into.
Right. And we are here today to deal with something called ACT on Alzheimer's, ACT Anoka. Tell everybody why ACT and what is ACT.
ACT is something that was designed and created by the Alzheimer's Association. And so what they did is they are realizing that Minnesota and all over the United States has a growing population with people with Alzheimer's and also with dementia. So how many people do you think in Minnesota have Alzheimer's?
5,000.
88,000.
88,000 people.
88,000
wow.
and growing. So that means also what we're looking at is 70% of those people are still living in our communities. So with that, then you're looking at people that might be out on the streets, that aren't taking care of themselves, that aren't eating proper meals. And so what is it that we can do about that?
One of the things that I've heard about is some movement toward education. What is a dementia-friendly community?
A dementia-friendly community is if you have a relative, and it seems like most people nowadays have been affected, whether it's from a friend, family member, parent, something like that, is if you're going to go into a town and let's say you're sitting down and you're eating lunch at a local cafe, and suddenly it's your family member starts acting up like somebody with dementia can. Is that community, is that restaurant, do they know what to do? Are they going to be like, oh my word, you know, let's get out of here, or you know, that sort of thing. So it's educating business owners, it's educating community members, and it's finding resources so that anybody that we have that has dementia or Alzheimer's is that they have a safe place to live and that they would be respected and cared for.
And really, isn't this just education and awareness?
Exactly.
So that you know that this is not a scenario where someone freaks out. I mean, you know that, okay, we've got some issues here, and more importantly, that education, that awareness can help you understand it, number one, and number two, know if there's something going on and some help is needed, they can react quickly, and that is huge. So how does a community prepare to become one of those?
Well, it's great because ACT for Alzheimer's, with the Alzheimer's Association, they have a website and they have a toolkit. So it's pretty easy. You kind of print off the toolkit and you start following that, and it has 4 phases. It's about a 15-month period. So kind of the phase that we're in right now, and I'm also working with Tom Berard with Comfort Keepers. Him and I are kind of that start of the core part. And basically you're going from there, you're getting key people in the community. So you want the city involved, you want some of the county involved, you want somebody from different care like the hospital, you want business owners, you want community members, you want families that have Alzheimer's, you want even Alzheimer's people. You want them all involved in that, and then you go out and you do assessments. So you're going to do assessments with community members, same thing as basically the same people you have involved, is those are the assessments that you're going to do. So when those assessments come back to you, then they all get entered in, and that's that education part where we see, okay, this is what our community needs. We need education with our businesses, or we need, community members need resources, where to go. Caregivers, I mean, there's like 245,000 caregivers in Minnesota that might need support. Because that caregiver stress is a $3.4 billion cost to our health industry too. So it's huge. So if we can start educating the entire community, a lot of those things I think will start going down and people feel supported.
How can someone get involved, and more importantly, who can get involved and act on Alzheimer's?
Anybody. We'll ask for anybody to be involved. It's a big process. There's quite a few of us right now that are involved in it, but you can call myself. My number is 612-231-2873. We have an Act Anoka Facebook page. It's very, very new in the baby stages, but you can like that, and we'll start getting a lot more information on that and with our meetings. Any meetings, feel free to come and join us. Right now, they have been at Walker Methodist Plaza, but as it grows, we'll extend hopefully to, the Anoka Senior Center and things like that.
Shanda Knuth, I'll tell you what, Alzheimer's, I swear when I grew up, it was a word you never heard.
No.
And now it is a word that you hear all the time. And I love the fact that you have interest in making our communities more aware. It can only be good for those people that have it, more importantly, those families and everyone involved. So again, Shanda, how can someone get a hold of you if they have questions?
612-231-2873.
Shanda, what a great project. Good luck to you in the future. The Chamber will be involved. We will help you in any way that we can. Business should be involved. Community should be involved. You know what? You should be involved. You can give Shanda a call, and she can take care of that. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to wrap up this edition of the Chamber Report, so stay tuned.
I wanted to come here and apologize, even though I know it won't change anything. All I think about are the lives I've affected. I replay the moment every day, the way your mom looked at me after I took your life. I knew better than to text and drive, or so I thought. I thought since I was close to home and no other cars were around, I was safe. I work hard, get good grades. I thought I was a good person. Now I can't even look at myself. I didn't think this would happen to me. My selfishness destroyed your family. If I had just waited until I got home to use my phone, we'd both have a future.
It's time to go.
If you're looking for local sports coverage, check out In the Game right here on QCTV and QCTV.org. On In the Game, we cover sports stories, both high school and amateur sports, from our 4 local cities here in Andover, Anoka, Champlin, and Ramsey. Some of the stories and interviews will give you insight into what happens here in the sports landscape of our cities. So check out In the Game with me, Chris Carpenter, right here on QCTV and QCTV.org.
Time to wrap up this edition of the Chamber Report as we take a look to the month of May and beyond. And I'll tell you what, things start rocking at the Chamber of Commerce as we head into summer, and all the planning takes place now. And I'll give you the example, and we talked about it earlier, the Anoka Riverfest and Craft Fair coming up on Saturday, July 11th, downtown Anoka. Lots of planning going involved there, so we have that committee in place as we continue to work with city officials and our committee to put that event on. We hope that you will come down for that. Networking, always a key piece for the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce. We have it again coming up in May and beyond. It is our AM Connections Network group. I mentioned it earlier. The group meets the first and third Wednesday of every month, 7:45 to 9 o'clock in the morning at the Chamber office. No RSVP needed, no cost to attend, great networking for you, and that we hope you'll take advantage of that. You know, if you're someone who's thinking about being a member of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce, or you are a member and you want a refresher course on the many benefits of membership in the chamber, give me a call and we can set up a new member orientation. I do them all the time. Chance for you to find out about the many benefits of membership. One of those is being able to have your business featured right here on the Chamber Report. We'll do a 5-minute piece with you. Look, all the people who did this survived. You can do that too. More importantly, a chance for you to highlight the services and products that your company has to offer, and this is one of the many benefits. So give me a call. I'll come out to you. Take 15, 20 minutes to go over all the many ways that the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce can help you, and they don't cost anything. You paid your membership dues. These are free benefits of membership. Coming up in June, we have one of our more popular membership luncheons. It's our annual State of the County, Anoka County Address. Commissioner and Board Chairwoman Rhonda Sivaraja will be on board. We'll be out at the Pizza Ranch in Andover for lunch. You will find out in that luncheon what is and will be happening in Anoka County. More details are available on the Chamber website, and I'll talk about how you can get there in a second. Also, in May, we have our big membership drive, May 7 to May 14. If you're watching this during that time frame or even before, and you're a not yet member of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce, you can save money. We are offering you special incentives for 1 week to join the Chamber. That means we're going to knock the price off of dues. So call the Chamber office. We have a team of volunteers. Many members of the Chamber are going to be out hitting the streets for that week. If you're a member and want to be a part of that, give me a call. I'll get you on a team. A lot of incentives for non-members to join. Also incentives for you if you can get them to join. We have a big wrap party. We have a good time. More importantly, we are spreading the word of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce during that week. We do it all the time, but we have an emphasis that week. So again, that's coming up May 7 to May 14. Riverfest in July on the 11th, as I mentioned. Anoka Area Chamber Golf Tournament coming up on July 27th. That will be at the Greenhaven Golf Course in Anoka. Information coming out in May for our membership to be a part of that. We always book it out with 144 golfers. Networking opportunities, sponsorship opportunities, all of that coming up. Whew, I'm getting tired. There's a lot of work. We got a lot of things going on at the Chamber, and we hope that you'll be a part of it in one way or the other. All right, you got questions about everything you saw today, and you want to find out more, how do you get a hold of us? There are numerous ways that you can connect us at the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce. You can go to our website, AnokaAreaChamber.com, and many of you do. If you're looking for a product or service, that's where you can go and find them. We have an easy-to-use member directory. You can type in topic. You can type in, I know part of the name. Put it in there, and you can find some of the member rock stars that we have. These are businesses you should be doing business with. They're from our backyard. They're part of our communities, and a chance for you to help those communities, more importantly, get some of those jobs done and get that significant other off your back for finally getting them done. You can stop by the Chamber office. We're at 12 Bridge Square. It's a half block off East Main Street on 1st Avenue South in downtown Anoka. We're open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 Monday through Friday. You can call us 763-421-7130. You can check us out on Facebook. Please like us. Doesn't everybody want to be liked? Please like us. Like the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce. We're on Twitter. We are on LinkedIn. Check us out. You can find ways to get there through our website and everything else that we have going. By the way, another way you can get a hold of me is tap me on the shoulder. So many of you do that and mention that you have seen this show and you like it. I appreciate that. You like the member profiles, and I get it. A chance for you to find out who some of those many members are. And I want to thank our guests from Fifth Avenue Dental, North Suburban Eye Specialists, Title Boxing Club, also the Anoka Henneman Credit Union, and that new group that is being worked on through Walker Methodist Plaza, Act on Anoka. Thank you to all those guests. More importantly, thank you for watching this show. We appreciate it. That's going to do it. I'm Pete Turok, president of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for watching, and please keep watching next month when we'll have more items as we head into summer and get things rolling in our region.